to Akshata's recipes and welcome if you're new here. So today's recipe is Godacha Sheera, which is made with jaggery. Now you can use any jaggery that you have at hand, which you use generally in your diet. And don't forget to use the nutmeg as well as the cardamom or the elaichi powder also in this recipe. Watch the video till the end because I'll give you tips on how to make the nutmeg powder and the elaichi powder too. So let's get started with today's recipe. So let me take you through the ingredients. This is 1 wati of fine rava or semolina. Now if you don't have the fine rava or semolina, you can use the medium or the thick one and just grind it in your mixer pot till it becomes nice and fine. Now this is 1 wati of jaggery or gur. You can use any type of gur or jaggery. This is 3 cups of water. Now I'm using this wati measure, but if you don't have watis, you can use the cup measure. So this is about half a cup of mixed dry fruits. So I have cashew nuts, almonds and kishmish or raisins. I'm going to be using a pinch of salt and about 10 teaspoons of ghee or clarified butter. Now this is half a teaspoon of elaichi or cardamom powder. That is, I've used 3 small green elaichis or cardamoms, and this is 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg or zaifal powder grated. So these are all the ingredients. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to first add the grated jaggery or gur to my water. And we're just going to mix it. And then I'm going to put it onto, so first give it a nice mix like this. Now I've grated the jaggery just using, a sharp knife. And now I'm just going to put it on a low to medium heat and I'm going to stir this till all of the jaggery dissolves and it comes to a gentle boil. Now turn off the heat and now we're going to strain this liquid because sometimes the jaggery does have a little bit of impurities. So give it a good strain. So now in my pan I've taken the rava and I'm going to dry roast the rava for at least 2 minutes on a low to medium flame, stirring continuously till the rava gives a nice aroma and it turns a little light golden brown in color. Now once that is done, turn off the heat and transfer it to another pan or another bowl. And now with your clean dry kitchen napkin, just wipe out your pan. Now we're going to use the same pan in which I'm going to put 4 teaspoons of clarified butter or ghee. And now I'm going to add my dry fruits, that is the cashew nuts, the almonds and the raisins or the kishmish, and I'm just going to lightly fry them till the cashew nuts and the almonds turn a little golden brown in color. So for say a half a minute or a minute. Now once that is done, just take off all the fried dry fruits. And now I'm going to add another 4 teaspoons of clarified butter or ghee. And now I'm going to add the roasted semolina or the rava into the ghee, and now we're going to fry this really well in the ghee. Now I'm going to add this zaifal powder or nutmeg powder as well as the cardamom or elaichi powder and again mix everything really well together. I'm also going to add a pinch of salt, just a pinch. Fry this really well. And now we're going to add this jaggery water. It's a little bit hot, so be careful. And once you add the water, do not stir at all, but just cover it immediately. And we're going to cook this on a low to medium heat for just half a minute. Now after half a minute, you will see that everything has come together really well. And now we're going to stir it and you will see that it starts leaving the sides of the vessel and all comes together. So keep stirring it for another minute, add the dry fruits back and mix everything really well together. So it's got a lovely color because of the jaggery. Now if you use a darker jaggery like a Goa jaggery or palm sugar jaggery, you'll get a much darker color. So now mix it and we're going to cook this for at least another whole minute. Stirring well. And now what I like to do is I just like to add another 2 teaspoons of clarified butter. Then I turn off the flame and I just put the cover and let it cool down for another 5 minutes. And now it's all ready to serve. Our lovely Godacha Sheera is ready. So I've just taken a bowl. I've just greased the bowl a little with some clarified butter. just a drop of clarified butter. And now I'm just going to mix all of this sheera nicely together. So then I'm going to fill this about 3/4 of the size of the bowl. And then I'm going to press it down nicely. Don't forget to grease the bowl, that way the sheera will come out nicely. Or if you have a mold, like an aluminium mold, then you can use that. And then just put it on the plate and it just slips off very easily. You can just pat it once or twice and there it is. And then you can just garnish it with some nuts like I've done with some cashew nuts. And that's it, guys. Your lovely sheera using jaggery is ready and it is super delicious. So I hope you like today's recipe and I hope you will give it a try. So like I said, for the nutmeg, I use this kind of a small grater. You can also use a cheese grater. So just grate about half a teaspoon of the nutmeg. And as far as the cardamom powder is concerned, I took 3 pods of cardamom or elaichi. I de-podded it, but don't throw away the pods. Keep them, because I like to put them in my tea when I'm boiling them in the morning. So when you're making your tea, just add this and it will give you a lovely elaichi flavor to your tea. And then you just in your mortar and pestle just make a fine powder of the elaichi or the cardamom, and that is your elaichi powder. Also, don't forget to add the chopped nuts, whatever nuts you have at home. Just chop them up and add them to this lovely sheera. And like I said, you can use any jaggery for this recipe. You don't have to stick to a particular type, whatever you use at home. And jaggery is a much healthier substitute to sugar. So for those of you who have dropped sugar from your diet, this is a really healthy option. So guys, thank you today for joining me on this recipe and watching my recipes, supporting my channel. I hope you do like these videos which I put up. So do leave your comments, do leave a big thumbs up if you like this video. And don't forget to hit the red subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already. And I'll catch you in my next video sooner than you think. This is Akshata signing off. Take care, guys. Bye.